The expression false flag comes from the days when flags were used for identification. For example, when a pirate ship disguised themselves by flying a British flag, they would be described as flying a false flag. Today, the expression is used to describe an event that is designed to appear to be the work of somebody else. For example, in 1946, a group of Arabs set off explosives inside the King David Hotel in Jerusalem. The British quickly realized that the Arabs were Zionists in Arab clothing. In 1967, the USS Liberty was attacked by Arabs in unmarked airplanes. However, the ship did not sink, and the unmarked airplanes were soon identified as part of the Israeli Air Force. In 2001, the Arabs attacked again. Sometimes the Zionists take advantage of naturally occurring events. For example, in 1991, Rodney King was speeding down the highway with a couple of passengers. He led the police on a high-speed chase. When Rodney finally gave up, the police were angry. The passengers of the car got out and obeyed the police, but Rodney refused to cooperate. The police lost their temper. The Zionists saw this as an opportunity to create racial fights. They ignored the passengers of the car and fooled tens of millions of Americans into thinking that these policemen were beating Rodney simply because he was black. Almost everybody's source of information in 1991 was the Zionist news reports, so the Zionists had nearly total control of the population. In the days prior to the trial of the policemen, the Zionists told the Americans that the blacks would riot if the policemen were not sent to jail. As predicted, in April 1992, there were riots in many cities. If that same event were to happen today, a lot of us who are familiar with Zionist tactics would be asking, if the black people are angry at white policemen, why would they burn Frederick's of Hollywood, which is an underwear store? And why would they burn their own neighborhood? Today, a lot of us would be looking at which buildings were burned, who received insurance money, and who was benefiting in other ways. The lesson to learn is that Zionists frequently try to trick us into fighting with one another. However, it is the Zionists who are the world's primary enemies.